Hello again. I did the first segment of 90s kids versus today's kids, so this is the second segment. Um, Last time I was talking about kids dancing and twerking in front of cameras and all that. But we're going to be off the subject now. Language of today's children is a little crazy, socially, and through music. When I was younger, growing up, if I cussed in front of my mama and my daddy, I got a bar of soap stuck in my mouth, and it didn't taste too good. It was pretty gross. And when I went to go brush my teeth had scraped the soap, so I had to brush my teeth. And when I brushed my teeth, it was foam, so it was really a little awkward. And yeah, it was not good. I cussed. Well, I started cussing when I was 12 years old. I tried to watch my mom and my daddy and my grandma as much as I could. When I turned about 15, 16, I started cussing more, which I shouldn't have, but I did anyway. And then when I turned 18, it just flew out the window. But I still watch my mouth around my granny because, my granny's old-fashioned. And she don't like the F word, so I watch my mouth from her. My mama told me, she's like, you're an adult now, so whatever. So I do. But, these kids trip me out nowadays. If I have a kid that even utters a cuss word around me and they know what it means, I will bust their ass. I will grab a belt. If I have one, I will use my hand. I will bust their ass until their ass is red and they can't sit down and love me anymore. You might say, hey, that's a little bit harsh, but no. If I'm a parent, that's going to be my child. They need to be disciplined. It's called discipline for a reason. You're teaching your children right from wrong. When they do wrong, you bust their ass and now, oops, no, I won't do that no more. That's the point of discipline and, all that. But, not only did you get soap in your mouth, you got Tabasco sauce. That was worse than the soap, because shit burned. And you had to drink like 3 glasses of milk before you could even take the sting away. And if you struggled, it got worse. You got more Tabasco sauce in your mouth, so your mouth was numb. So you didn't talk like this, you talked like this. You sounded retarded, But, there are kids that are 7, 8, 9 years old. 7, think about it, 7 years old. Cussing as if they were an adult. I'm at my friend's house, my best friend's house, and her children are outside playing soccer, being good kids, like they usually always are. They're really good kids, well behaved. Minding their own business, having a little fun outside with us. We're all outside listening to music on their laptop. And these next door neighbor kids are outside in their front yard playing b-ball, basketball. And this 6-year-old is talking about beating a kid's ass at school, saying, this motherfucker better watch what he does. I'm gonna beat that motherfucker's ass. I dare that bitch to come up to me and say something. That nigga smaller than I am. I'll whoop his ass. And I dare one of you motherfuckers to tell me I can't do it, because I'll beat his motherfucking ass and come after y'all too, you punk ass bitch. And I'm sitting there going, what the hell are these parents teaching their children? You need to watch what your children, you need to pay attention to your children's behavior, because you're going to send them to school them thinking it's okay to say these words, and you're going to get notes and, all this stuff sent home, calls from the principal saying that your child said this obscenity and that, and the other. and then you're going to get all mad saying, oh, my child's a good kid, blah, blah, blah. No, your child is cussing like a sailor in the front yard. Well, you're probably laid your fat ass up in the house watching some BET shit, you know, and your child's out there cussing like a damn sailor. Pay attention to what your children's doing. I mean, honestly, if you've got more than one person coming up to your house telling you, hey, your child is, you know, yelling obscenities, you know, my child's outside, I don't want them to hear this, there's a problem. You need to bust your child's ass for saying these things. It's not right. Yes, I understand to watch your mouth around your children, but you tell your children you don't say this or else you get your ass whooped. That's, you know, point blank period. And, you know, it has a lot to do with the music that they listen to. You know, their idols are like Lil Wayne, Juicy J, Future, 2 Chainz. These rappers, I like them all. You know, I listen to them, you know, and all that, but their language and their music is not suitable for children of that age. I mean, I do, you know, me and my friend, we do listen to that music around the kids. But we warn them, you do not repeat any of the lyrics in this song. Do not repeat what they say or you will get your ass busted. That's pretty much point blank period right there. And they're like, okay, we won't. And they don't. They do not repeat it. Every time they hear the song and they start singing it, they stop when they know the cuss words coming up because they refuse to say them. And those are some well-behaved kids. I do have to say that. You know, a lot of these rappers today is just, you know, showing kids of today that, you know, these controversies, competition, battles are okay. You know, that's where they get their fighting from. Back in the 90s, music was not about competition. You know, kids liked everything. You know, they liked grunge, they liked rock, you know, rap, they liked rock, you know, hip-hop. Listen to it all. You know, you went from Blackstreet to Backstreet. I mean, you know, it's just one of those things, you know, Blackstreet, Backstreet, No Doubt, Randy Travis. You know, different ends of the spectrum, but you still listen to it. You know, a lot of the controversy, a lot of the stuff started with Eminem. Back when he was Slim Shady, he was doing his EPs with D12 and all this other stuff first coming out. You know, he was the first, you know, the first white boy rapper to really make it really, really big. And he pretty much, you know, blew up. And all these other, you know, the black rappers are like, oh, this punk-ass white boy thinks he's going to come and use our type of music to make his ass famous. That's not what he did. I mean, yeah, in the song Without Me, he goes, you know, use their music to make myself wealthy. Hey, you know, that was after the fact. He liked rapping. That was his thing. But he did a lot of controversy because a lot of the rappers would say his names in his music, and then he would pinpoint them and point out their weaknesses and bring them into it, and then the other rappers would come back and attack him. And that's how all that started. And I think that's a lot of the controversy now, who's better than who. And it shouldn't be that way. It should all be about the story, not the competition. You know, back in the 90s we had fun with it. We didn't have the competition we do now. Everything was good, not just one thing. You know, that's what I can say that you know, my friends' kids, they are open to listen to music. You know, I will let them listen to songs I grew up listening to, and they'll like it. And they're like, hey, I like that song. Can you play it again? You know, they love Michael Jackson. Really? Yeah, I know. These kids love Michael Jackson. These kids, I'm at their grandma's house, and they're like, hey, Kelsey, can you listen to Michael Jackson? I'm like, yeah, put on Michael Jackson. And they'll dance to it and sing to it. And the little girl that, you know, my best friend's little girl, she pretty much knows all of Michael Jackson lyrics. And her son is dancing like Michael Jackson. You know, and I mean, it's just, I love how those kids are so open-minded to new music. You know, they listen to 90s music. They listen to No Doubt. They listen to Coldplay. They listen to U2. You know, they listen to Nirvana. You know, Sublime. They like it all. From, you know, Blackstreet. They listen to it all, and they really like it. You know, and you know, they're into stuff. You know, instead of that, you know, listen to modern day music. You know, today's hits. Listen to rock music. Listen to Disturbed. They listen to Tokyo Hotel. They listen to, you know, Hellstorm. They listen to him. And they have such just a wide spectrum of music. And I think that's what all children should have, is to, you know, like all types of music. Because music, yes, it's the feel. You like the beat, the groove of it. But also there's a story behind every song. And I think it should really be about the story. But, kids today just really, they really irk me. They really need to learn manners, and they need to get morals back. You know. That's what I think. But this wraps up my 90s kids versus today's kids segment. I will see you in the next video. Be breezy.